Hey,
You
this is
know
chance
how
to
this
hit
go.
fashionably late.
Fashionably late. That's all good. Hey, y'all.
Yep.
Good evening, man. We've been hiatus because we've been busy. But
Hmm.
y'all welcome, man. Welcome in to another edition of the Elite Mancast every Wednesday. For real, for real.
Yep.
At 8:30, man. Every Wednesday at 8:30, tune in and tell a friend. Man, we got an amazing topic tonight, man. We're gonna be talking about words, words, and the spellings that they cast on our day-to-day lives. And if you don't think that your words create your reality, you got to be insane. Because just like you can think yourself sick, you can think yourself well. But a lot of us love that attention. A lot of us love the misery. A lot of us love being sick. In other words, to say it, you know what I'm saying? It's just that it is what it is. A lot of us love being sick, man. But it's not healthy, you know. Nemesis. Brother Nemesis
Uh-oh. Hey,
is
hey.
in the building.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. My apologies about the slight delay, but tonight's show is brought to you by Nothing Butter Nuts. Get you some. Nothing Butter Nuts. It's really good for you. Happy home, happy shalom. Let's go.
Oh shit.
And Shalom. Ah, that boy say brought to
Yo.
you by some butternuts. You know they taste it when they got butter on 'em. But
Yummy.
man, man, we good tonight, man. We have like I said, man, we had this great show tonight, man. We're speaking about creating life with words, man, because your words create your life. You don't realize that. And we have to really start understanding what we say to ourselves. That little bitty play choking talk. Oh, I'm fat. Oh, I'm this. That's really creating what you really believe in yourself. Your subconscious mind does not have a differential button on it. It only understands and understands what you have coming out of it. Your conscious mind is what we should live out of, and that's in the right now. You can't live out of your past, and you definitely don't even know what's happening in your future. So that's what we're speaking about tonight, the mechanics of verbal magic, man. So hey, I mean the words, man, I'm talking about but the spell that words have. Let me say Man, y'all know we got the panel, man. We got Brother Nemesis and we got Mr. Michael in the building. So
Yes,
hey
sir.
man, what y'all up to, man? I know it's been a little while. It's been a couple of weeks since we did this, but
Yep.
life has been good.
Oh, life has been extremely great. Let's start with
Yep.
that. Um,
Yeah.
it's shape. I mean, it's a real saying, like shaping your reality through self-talk. Because I
Mhm.
mean, it boggles me when I hear adults talking to each other, but especially when I hear adults talking to their kids in a fashion like, "Get your little over here," and just going all off on them, and it's like the kid, of course, grows up and those things stick with them, man. You never know. I mean, just to hear grown-ups talking down on themselves like, "Man, I'm so stupid, man, I'm so stupid," even when they
Hmm.
Mhm.
joking. Even when
Right.
they're joking about it, they're like, "Man, I'm retarded with this." Be like, like it's not like you're really
Yeah.
talking this stuff onto yourself, and it's the power of words. I mean, the world was created with words, so
See,
it's
Yep.
hey,
hey, that was the first thing
Hey.
that happened. The
yeah,
word.
Yep.
The word.
yeah,
Hmm.
It wasn't
Wow.
light. Light wasn't first. Word came
Nope.
first.
For real. Wow. Nemesis came in hard, moving hard. Hey, well, I want to take it back even a little. Well, not far, but take us back to our childhood.
is it in the
Because
1300s?
somewhere around there.
Making sure.
But you know how it is when no, growing up, we've been infatuated with magic, with the spells and all these different worlds, and with witchcraft and warlocks. Anytime you're talking about magic, it's always something. It just brings something out because you always want to see
Oh,
what's Merlin going to do next. all
Yeah,
of
I
this
love
crazy stuff,
tricks.
right?
Yeah.
And you see, but the thing is, like say for example, the most heard magic words that we know growing up, abracadabra and open sesame.
Mm-hmm.
Now, open sesame actually was a symbolic. I mean, it came from Aladdin and the 40 Thieves and all of this shit, but it was basically about him trying to open up a cave filled with treasure. And you had to say the right word the right way in order to open it up to get the treasure. So you say open sesame. Well, sesame is actually symbolic. It's in nature. The sesame pod is represented there because the sesame pod, when it ripens, it actually opens up so you can get to the seed. So that's what's inside, representing opening up and getting to the knowledge. Then you have abracadabra. You heard that a lot. Just means I create as I speak, or
Mm-hmm.
it will be created in my words. So we've got it in history, we've got it in theology and science. Everybody's talking about the power of words. In the Bible, they say that the power of life and death lies in the tongue. You also have this when growing up, people say sticks and stones may break your bones, but words may never hurt you or can never hurt you. Well, they were only half right, because sticks and stones can break your bones, but words do hurt you.
That's
And
right.
so that's what we're talking about because it's like when you're talking, when you're talking to yourself, which is the conversation that you have the most in life. It's like every day, all day long, you're thinking about things. So you're having a conversation with your inner self, but these words can shape your belief. Your belief can shape your behavior, and then your behavior can actually shape your outcomes. So basically, that's what spelling is. You're going through a transformation. You think something, you say it. You say it and repeat it long enough, you got the words, you got the intention, you got the emotion behind it. This creates your reality. And most people they think of it as, oh, it's just words. No, 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 no. It's not just words because words
Mm-hmm.
really do shape your reality. And that's
Yeah.
what we're talking about, the spell that words have.
Yes,
I
sir.
love that, man. That's so true, man. That's so true, man. They have the power to alter brain chemistry, man.
Hmm.
That's what we are learning more and more as we starting to see these gurus and these neuroscience guys and these type of people on these platforms. If you look at those type of platforms, most
Yeah,
people just like to look at different things that they like that they're liking in their life. And educating ourselves every day. Just because you graduated high school does not mean you didn't graduate the school of life. So once
right.
we realize that the school of life, you know, that's way bigger than any classroom that you can sit in, you know, because a lot of us, we thinking, oh man, I graduated, I'm good. I got my degree, I got my diploma, and you still don't have an understanding of who you are as a person.
Right.
You feel like, hey man, I can go get it. I'm a go getter and I'm this and that, but you still don't understand your frontal cortex. You don't understand your lymphatic system. You don't understand your nervous system. But you telling me you know the textbook, but the real value is within what you say and what you become doing your journey in this whole thing we call life. Because you can know all of that and you still don't even know who you are.
Absolutely.
And that's where we got to get this mind canvas. So when you speak or read, your words trigger sensory stimulation,
Stimulation.
yeah, in the brain, allowing you to convey entire world, man. See, it's
Hmm.
always a simulation of another world that you can create every day. All the famous people that a lot of us follow, a famous person that you trying to emulate. I know I tried to emulate Michael Jordan when I was growing up. I cut my hair bald and everything in the 12th grade, 11th grade. I'm bald headed. I'm talking about I'm shaving my hair every day. But that's what I'm saying. So you can have a lot of simulations of that one thing that you created. And that's why people are being out here being inventors, inventing. An invention could go forever. Whoever made sliced bread, look how many loaves of bread on the shelf. All they did
Hmm.
was say, let me put my thoughts to the paper. They wrote those words out. They came up with the chemistry, and then they created the slices of bread. So don't ever think that you're not a creator. That's why we always tell people, don't look outside for God. God is within you. You are God because you are made in the likeness and the image. So if God first thing that he said was the word, so that should be your first thought every day. How can I come up with this mind canvas that I have blank every morning when I wake, every rising when I wake up, when I awaken? You rise every day and you awaken and you come up with these thoughts, or you go back to the thoughts you had yesterday, and that won't get you no power.
Right.
That deletes your power when you go. First thought in your head was some thoughts from yesterday. Man, I gotta finish this composition, or I gotta finish this task at work, or I gotta, and it's like that should be the first thoughts. You haven't even woke up and got out the door, and you already thinking about, man, I don't have the money in my account. First word should be, I'm grateful and thankful that I woke up today. First of all, you know what I'm saying? Thank him first, and then go off into some meditations of speaking affirmations and creating your day. Because as long as we speak power as soon as we wake up, that's in the theta stages, leaving theta, coming
Hmm.
into the beta stage and alpha stage and things like that. So we have to realize and pay attention for real, y'all.
Yes. Because words are not just sounds and symbols, but they're actually instruments of influence. And we
Yeah.
talk about now social media about these influencers. All they're doing is getting in front of a camera and telling you about how to live your life. You got people
Mhm.
telling you what to do, what not to do, but they're telling you based on them. And
Yep.
the thing is, the words that you yourself speak have the most power over your life. Now, other people can also influence the way you think, and that's what makes spelling so important because the, when you combine the word or you take the letters and you arrange them in certain ways, this is the influence, and that's where the spelling comes from. So it's not just arranging the letters to come up with a way to influence people, but it's actually also giving you the insights and it's directing you. It's directing your day. So it's telling you. It's like when I was growing up playing football, the coach would always say, "Don't say can't." We don't say that around here, and
Right.
it's true. It's like why? I could say cannot. That would be the same thing, but it's true. It is the same thing. But the problem is when you keep telling yourself that you can't, then it's like Henry Ford, I think it was, that said, whether you say you can or you can't, you're
You're
right.
right.
Because it don't matter which one you say, you're right either way. So if you say if it's going to be negative, it's going to be negative. If you walk out the door, man, I don't even want to be here. I'm already tired. Your day gonna be miserable.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So ain't nothing gonna go right. Then you complaining all day. You got to change that. Once you starting your day off with positivity, it helps you. It
Hmm.
changes your whole day.
I believe. I know it. I ain't gonna even say I believe. I quit believing.
Yep.
I have to know things now.
Yeah.
Because
For real.
I say this right here. The more we stay the same, the less fast that our life is going to change. You may
Right.
have
Yeah.
some change. You may have some days that you feel like you progress, but for the most part, if we don't change that inner thought, that subconscious mind, reprogram the subconscious mind from them great grandmothers programming,
Hmm.
you know, and that way right there, we can start a whole new revolution, man. Because what
Yeah.
y'all don't realize that it's a war going on. We ain't talking about Iran war. We're talking about
Hmm.
a war of health and sickness. They are trying to make sure that we stay sick so that we can keep going through this foolery of taking 10 pills that give you another pill to take care of the other pill.
Yep.
So if you don't start to realize that part of the game, you're already 10 steps behind. The thing about
Yes.
these people, man, that we're dealing against, they create life 30 years ahead of time. You mean to tell me we was looking at the Jetsons when we were kids in the 70s?
Yeah, for real.
These
And
people
we
were living
living
in a
it today.
spaceship in the sky. That is not hard to do at this point right now. You
Yep.
have floating cars and all that. People are speaking their life into existence except for us. They keep giving us entertainment to watch so that we don't think, but just keep being entertained, keep laughing, keep smiling. But I like football. What is it teaching you? What is the life lesson out of football? Don't get
Nah.
hit. Yeah, Mike Tyson said that in boxing.
Yep.
Or
Boy.
everybody's a fighter until they get hit in the mouth. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, he said everybody got a plan until they get hit. You go out there with a strategy, but that first punch that lands, that strategy goes out the window.
Hmm.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, that was the name of the game when I was a kid. When I used to get whippings, don't get hit, ducking and
yep.
dodging. Don't get hit.
Yep. Shoot, I think there were dancers created behind that trying to dodge the switches and cords and shit.
Hmm.
Mm,
Man, but we had to realize, man, it's a neurological spell that we put because I ask people that all the time, what do you, what do you know about yourself? Not that I'm a nice person, not that I'm generous, but what do you know about yourself? Like those habits, the bad habits. Don't talk
mhm,
about, we always talk about the good things in life, but talk about those things that when you by yourself, you know you was wrong for that.
mhm.
That's what we have to clean up in order to create a better environment for ourselves.
Yeah, and not to
I
keep creating
heard
that
of,
cycle.
yeah, I remember, I forgot what passage it was, but it was like when animals and babies are steady attracted to you, even when strangers are staring at you, that means you have a different type of energy. You have a different type of aura about yourself. And once
Right.
you create that for yourself, trust me, it's nothing but up. And all you have to do is remain in that frame of thought that got you there. Because it's easy to get comfortable and start talking the same way you talk when you had lack.
Right.
Because he's speaking in that low vibration, we're going to keep you in a low
Keep
vibration,
attracting.
asking people for stuff. Say, man, let me borrow. You keep on borrowing instead of
Yeah.
improving. You're never going to have,
Right.
you know. So
Absolutely.
when we speak these type of things, so every time you communicate, you are transferring a mental state into someone else's mind. That's why we love on here. We do our best to speak positivity into people who may not be getting those positive vibes as much at the crib with their
Right.
spouse or with their mothers, their fathers, whoever. But empathy and mirroring, those are two things that always will help you in this game that we're playing. Hearing a
Yeah.
story activates the same sensory and motor regions of the brain as actually experiencing it. A lot of times we thinking, oh man, uh, I wish I had no. Or we'll think about somebody that we haven't talked to in a while. All of a
And then they
sudden you
call.
see them on Facebook or they call you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
There you go. Don't do it.
Just
Don't
like
do it.
that.
Your wife watching.
There they go. Yeah, I was just thinking about it, and she about to land back in Baton Rouge in like 20 minutes.
Look
I
at
took
her.
her
Oh
down
wow.
Orlando.
Mm-hmm. Calling it into existence, huh?
That right
Mm-hmm.
there.
Hey, but it's like it's something so simple as the word failure. It's like if you say I failed or I lost, that's
Right.
just it just feels heavy. It's
Yeah.
like you got a weight on your shoulder. But you
True.
can say, "Oh, this was just a lesson," and it
Yeah.
changes the whole way you think about that particular incident. It's the same
Yep.
incident, but the way you think about it makes a big difference in your life because it's like thinking of things as problems or just stepping stones.
Right.
It's the same thing. You're going to always meet some kind of distractions or turns and curves in the road, but what are they to you? Or if you think of them as problems, your life is going to be harder. You think of them as
Mhm.
stepping stones or lessons to get over or get through, changes your whole dynamic.
Biometric shifts.
Yeah.
That's what it is called. When we hear those type of words that trigger our minds,
Hmm.
we shift right back into that anger. We shift right back into that anxiety. We shifting too much behind this biometric shift because it's those thoughts, those trigger words that we hear. It's like when you're in a relationship, you have to learn that new person. You cannot take you in that last relationship into that new relationship.
Hmm. For real.
You can't even look at that person like the person you just left. I don't care if you did hear one of those biometric shift words or those trigger
Hmm.
words. It don't matter. That's still not the same person. So that shouldn't, that's where we work on ourselves. That's how we create a new world by not allowing that one trigger word to take us back. We acknowledge it, we digest it, and then we may say, hey, what did you mean by that word? Because it might have a different meaning for somebody else. Sounds the
Yeah.
same, spelled the same, and all of that. But the way they
Okay.
perceive it, you might hear a whole new definition of that word because there's, in more ways than not, we have more similes than anything.
Yeah.
You got to look
Sure.
up in the thesaurus, you're going to find so many words that has the same sound, the same look, and they be two totally different meanings.
You're right.
So you got to broaden your vocabulary. Get yourself some of that word of the day from TIP. You know what I'm saying? Because that boy be
That'll
coming
work.
up with some words. You hear me, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Expeditiously.
Yeah.
expeditiously. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But it's a different world we living in. And where we came from.
Yeah.
Reality. What do they call it? Reality shaping. When you
Hmm.
putting all your words together just to create you a new. Every day, man, we have to create a new world. That's all I'm gonna say. We have to create a new world
Yeah.
every
And
day.
there are like there's different scientific areas of study, like the
Okay.
fields of cognitive psychology and neuro-linguistic programming.
Yeah.
And they both say that language is seen as a tool that can reinforce beliefs, habits, and emotional patterns. And if you think about it like this, repeated words become internal dialogue. Internal dialogue becomes belief. Belief becomes behavior. Behavior shapes reality. And that's actually the process of the spell. That's why
Mhm.
words actually become spells. It goes right through this process. And the more you repeat something, the deeper it's embedded into your subconscious mind, and the more you bring it into reality.
It's like a lie. You
Yeah,
can lie. You can say that same lie 50 times. All of a sudden, it's
yeah,
the truth.
yeah,
It becomes reality.
absolutely. Every single time.
You know.
And it shows up everywhere, even in like in the media headlines. Like the media headlines, they steer your public opinion or self-talk, which either can build your confidence or it can destroy your confidence. And, like you'll hear a slogan somewhere, and you like years ago, you might have heard this slogan as a commercial, and you still think about it to this day.
Yeah.
Man, Mike, you
That's
kicked
the
me
power
out.
of words. I
Yeah.
ain't kick you at all. We was waiting for you to say something profound.
I was trying to, and then you kicked me out.
I saw it coming.
But I'm back.
Something profound, my guy
Yep.
said.
Yeah, but
And
Yeah, man.
it's like even in leadership, you have like the leader when he's talking, they can either unite you or divide you just by the words that they speak. Or in branding with a slogan, like I said, sticks in your head for years. But the power is not mystical, it's just practical because words frame reality.
mhm,
And once reality is framed a certain way, people tend to act within that frame.
Yeah.
It's like you start to hear something, it's like fake news. Once that was said, all of a sudden it was repeated so many times, then all of a sudden everybody, oh, that's just fake news. That's just fake news. What is fake news? You believe news all this time from your childhood to now, and all of a sudden
it's fake.
everything that's being said is fake.
But see, you know what that does, Mike? When you
Mhm.
hear somebody say something like that, that's when you have those people that like us that go start to digging into that. Okay, well, wait a
Yep.
minute. What does he mean by fake news? So when you
Yep.
realize that they're repeating the same thing on every news channel in every city and every major city in America, they're saying the same thing at the same
Yep.
time. Damn near.
Yeah. So that's that programming. They're
That's
trying to
where the
program
programming
the
comes
public.
in. So it's just like
Exactly.
when they said COVID 100 times a day.
And all you think about from then on is COVID.
I'm sick.
Get a
Oh
little
man,
cough, get a cough.
yeah,
Somebody, that's COVID.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Soon as you cough, it's COVID because you've been programmed. So we have to program ourselves with the words that we want to believe in, that we want to know. We
Exactly.
can't believe, but we want to know about, or we want to know for ourselves. And those are the people that we will become by being greater. I didn't used to have
Hmm.
to. I didn't have this thought process 10 years ago,
Me either.
5 years, shit, 5 years ago. Well, yes, I did
It
because I
took.
started this in 18. Yeah. So, you know, 8 years ago, I wasn't thinking like this. This was the beginning of my journey 8 years ago.
Wow. Yep.
2026, man. 2019, I can say, well, end of 2018, I was asked that question. Who are you? That
Hmm.
made me go to a life and health coaching class. I graduated in August of 19 from life and health coaching. And I learned so much. I met so many people. I'm still friends with these people in Canada. Still friends with people that's in Nebraska, Australia. I have a friend in Australia. We chat on
Hmm.
Instagram and Facebook. But these are the things that I'm speaking about because this would transform my life from thinking everything is hood and ghetto to wait a minute, there's a different perspective. Y'all
Yeah.
gotta be kidding me, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
so we are really out here not understanding or understanding that these words that we speak every day really creates our reality, man. And the
Yeah.
reality that you can create, it's all up to you. So,
Yeah.
those are just some words that we're gonna say that. But I wanted to say this though, like we all know, man, a simple
Mm.
sentence, it can motivate someone to change their life. It can
Yeah.
start a war. It can heal. It can destroy confidence. It can
Hmm.
create belief systems or knowing systems, or it can plant the fear, just like we just spoke about when they spoke about COVID.
Hmm.
See, these are the things that we'd have to start really listening to so that we don't even come across when it comes up, it don't even come out because we're not even
Right.
projecting that type of future, you know?
And we're not believing everything that we hear. You
Yeah.
That part,
question things.
Because
that
And
those
part.
that's
things
where a
are
lot of people
spelled
fall
soon.
short. They don't question. They
Like the,
hear it and then it's just okay, they run with it. How you gonna
them,
go
ba-
tell somebody else?
yeah, them little
Go ahead.
babies used to kill me.
Hmm.
What you gonna say, Nemesis?
Oh no, I was just saying because those things are spelled soon. I mean, I,
Yeah.
I remember I was a kid the first time I heard someone say, something about a ladder, like walking under a ladder, or
Walking.
if
Mm,
you see a
Yeah.
black cat, it's gonna
You're
bring you
gonna give you
bad luck.
bad luck.
Don't
right.
sweep
Hmm.
my foot. Don't sweep my foot with the broom.
Right.
Right,
You
you
won't
going to
get
jail because
mad.
you try to slip your foot, so now you got to go run behind them and spit on the broom. I mean, I just think it's disgusting because yeah, a broom is dirty, but still don't sweep my feet. But I'm not like, oh man, like okay, if the cops coming
Right.
to get you with a no knock, no knock warrant for sweeping your foot with a broom, you have
Right.
problems. You have
Yeah.
deeper
Yeah,
issues versus a broom.
And
yeah,
then in reality, black cats was in the kingdom,
Yeah,
was in
yeah,
the queen's quarters and the king's quarters.
yeah.
So how is that bad luck?
They
But see,
carry
just like they told
spirits.
you, them letters 666 is bad luck. When really
Hmm.
666 is a portal through to a better life.
yeah,
Right. It's like everything that's supposed to be to help us mentally and spiritually has been turned into a curse that we
Right.
don't actually observe it. It's like you stay
Right.
away from that because it's bad for you. But
yeah,
Right.
when you
but
start questioning these things and going to do your due diligence and
Yes.
research, then you start to find out
Yes.
everything that we were taught was to keep us beneath those that consider themselves superior. So, because you got to question who told you that, and then
Mm.
why would they tell you that? Because you can't just believe everything that you hear, because there's
Right.
no truth to 90% of what you listen to.
Right.
If there was a saying, you can only believe, I don't believe none of what I hear and only part of what I see.
That part.
Because it always depends on like part of where you see what you see. There's a museum, I I want to say it's the Louvre, but it might not be. But they have this rotunda, this big round circle, and there's a this thing hanging from the ceiling, and as you walk around, you see different perspectives until all of a sudden you see the side of a person's face. As you go
Mm.
further, you start seeing like different angles, but all it is just different strips, and the way it's lined up as you walk, you get a different perspective, and you see something different as you go around that circle.
yeah,
But
It's
that's just
regular
how
life.
life is.
That's how
Yeah,
life is right there, man.
yeah.
So
You can.
what I found out, and I read this right here. So it says from a neuroscience from a neuroscientist's perspective, repeated words strengthen neural pathways.
Mhm.
Thoughts repeated often become mental habits. So this is why self-talk matters. The brain listens to what is repeatedly said and and heard.
Right.
So that right there alone should bring you to the thought process of, well, let me start changing my words. Let me put my words, like I say, listen to the tip words of the day, man. You got to go to
Hmm.
expeditiously and find yourself some new words, man, because that guy there is
Yeah.
really taking off as far as being that person, man, who really is enlightening the young rappers, or or men, period.
Hmm.
Because from where he came from to the point to where he's at right now is way more amazing than anything,
True.
you know. So those are some examples. But man, I'm telling you, I know that my life has changed. That's what I can say. Mike life
Yeah.
done changed. Nemesis life done changed. It's just the fact that with your tribe of people and the
Yep.
people that's not changing, do you still entertain them just because they're family?
Mm. Good question. I know
You know,
for to an extent I do, but I entertain at a distance. I can't be on the phone with them every day, listening to nothing,
no,
talking about nothing. It's like, after a while, I got something I got to do. I got another call coming, something.
right, right.
Can't do it. I don't hang around the same people that I used to
You can't,
because we
especially if they're
don't.
not growing.
Yeah, because it's like you have nothing in common no more. What are you
Nothing.
going to talk about? The same thing that happened when you were back in high school.
Right.
I've been
Yeah,
through so many different things. I don't even remember half of the stuff I did in high school.
I went I went home last week, and that was the thing, man. I seen this club that everybody used to go to 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
and it's a hole in the wall, literally,
Yep. I believe it.
and it's full of the same people
Oh
that
man.
was there 10 years ago.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah,
boy, if you wanna find all of your enemies,
yeah. Let's go back to the old stomping grounds.
you know,
Yeah, I'll be headed home this weekend to my mom's birthday. Go
but
surprise her.
the enemy is not even the enemy though. I'm
No,
talking
it's a
about.
friend of me.
I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about the environment
Yeah,
itself is your enemy.
yeah.
That part of the life, you ride down the street, you see stuff that triggered you. You like, man, I mean, I remember I did this over there, or I remember I did this right here, or I had a fight on this street. It's like
Mm-hmm.
you don't even look because all you see, nothing is new except the buildings. You got a couple new apartment complexes that done put up, but you're not
Right.
looking. But what you're looking at into the people that you surround yourself with back then is growth
Yeah.
because that's what you're doing. But that's just
Mm-hmm.
the realization that no, man, I can't even come here a lot
Right.
because
It
what's
starts to
going to
remind you why
happen
you left.
is that's all.
Yeah.
Or you can find a new tribe of folks that's in that same environment that's doing the positive work, that's doing the better and better for themselves.
Right.
But
Yeah.
how easy is that to do? A needle in a haystack?
Pretty much. You got to get out. It's hard, but it is doable. Because if you don't leave your environment, you got to do. I mean, all you got to do is go a couple of blocks outside of your immediate neighborhood,
I like
and you'll
that.
see change.
I
That's
like
all
that.
you got to do,
Right.
and that makes a big difference.
Yeah. And then don't be afraid to communicate with them people
Yep.
because a lot of times, we see somebody we don't know. We don't even want to. Hey man, how you feeling today? We don't
Yep.
even want to say that. Everybody mean mugging. Everybody looking at each other, going back and forth.
Want to look tough and shit. Yeah.
You know, and it's not even necessary. That's the
Yeah. I don't even
craziest thing.
understand. I remember it was like I guess I saw this somewhere on social media. They were talking about men, how black men they don't even greet each other in the street. I'm like,
Right?
actually, they do. Not all the time, but I mean, you walking towards somebody, yo, what's up, bro? How you doing? And
Yep.
you keep it moving. You don't stop and have a conversation,
But see,
but
you
you
know
are
why they say that?
acknowledging to keep us apart.
To keep us apart.
Yeah. So that's why I say I don't believe none of what I hear and only part of what I see
Yeah.
because it has proven to be true throughout life. I hear this, oh, black fathers don't take care of their children. But then I'm looking at black fathers in the parks with their kids,
Right.
doing the most, having a great time.
And
But
that
so no,
wasn't even
black
on
men
social
just
media. Yeah, that wasn't
yeah,
even
this
on
is
social
always
media.
yeah, or black men they don't take care of their families. They always cheating. I don't cheat. And I
Right.
met quite a few men that don't cheat. I mean, they be out in the street. Like I was told that, like I say, I don't flirt when I'm out.
Right.
But I was told, yeah, you do. I said, why would you say that? Said, because I see you when you at the cash register talking to people. Say that's not flirting. I
That's
ain't
yeah.
trying to get your number. I'm just being the person that I am, being friendly, nice. I'll make a joke, make somebody smile.
That's
But I
it.
ain't trying to say, oh, can I get your number?
Yeah.
Maybe we can meet up for drinks or something later. Nah, that
That
ain't what
part.
I'm doing. And
Right.
even if that's what they think it ain't because once I pay, I turn around and walk out.
Yeah.
So
But see,
how is
that's
that flirting?
because that's a woman's well, I ain't gonna say a woman's, I'm gonna say some women.
Women, yeah,
Some
yeah,
women.
some women.
Yeah, some women
True,
have that in their head that because you know why?
hmm.
That's who they are. That's a reflection of who they are. You have to remember if
True.
somebody
People
accuses you of
project.
something, you have to
Yeah,
remember if somebody keeps accusing you of something, you should ask them, what about you? What are you doing?
yeah. If they're projecting their insecurities or their actions onto you.
That's right.
That's true. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. It's and that's part of neuroscience right there.
Yeah.
It's called mirroring.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about mirroring, how can I word it? People that, I mean, yeah. So it's kind of good and bad, but people who, if you notice that they mirror, like someone who mirrors everyone, um, they, who are they really?
Yeah.
Because
They
like
don't even
you
know.
have no, like I'm not gonna say that you're nobody, but pretty much you're nobody. Like if you have no personality whatsoever, and it's like every person that you see or network with, it's like all of a sudden, okay, I have my hands in my pockets, I have my arms crossed, and then you do the same thing, same conversation. So sometimes you just throw a wrench in there and be like, oh, okay, so just switch the subject, and all of a sudden
Mm-hmm.
they're lost.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Well,
well,
there's a lot
that's not the route.
of right. But there's that book called How to Make Friends and Influence People
Yeah, I
that
wrote that.
actually tells you to do that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
It's like,
it says to do it,
yeah,
but
in
it
order
says,
to like to bond with somebody,
right,
because you're
Right.
mirroring their actions in order to create
Yeah.
rapport. But
yeah,
when somebody's doing it all the time, it's like they just trying to copy. They just, I guess maybe subconsciously they trying to build rapport, but
no, I
you
mean,
can't
you're
do it
right,
all the
and just
time.
for me to go ahead and elaborate on that topic, it tells you to mirror the person, but yet it is to build rapport. But also it's
Hmm.
because you're creating, like, okay, who do you trust most in the world? Like you trust
Me.
yourself. Exactly.
Hmm.
So they're doing that stuff just to build up your confidence, to build theirs up as well. Because if I'm trying to close the deal,
Right.
yes, I'm gonna mirror you to an extent, because if I don't trust nobody else, I trust me. So it's like, if
Exactly.
man, this guy, Keith's a really great guy. I'm gonna follow him. I'm gonna do business with him, because
Right.
at that point, Keith's looking at the fact like, man, we think alike. We have all this stuff in common. Yeah, that's the whole point. So that's why
And
they say
then when
like
Hmm.
you,
it's a percentage of mirroring, but
yeah,
don't mirror so much to the point that you forget who you are, because then you
exactly.
get lost.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Exactly.
say. When you doing all that mirroring, and then when you really dig up into that person who they really are,
Yeah,
when y'all not
Hmm.
together, it's like, nah, that ain't my person. That ain't the type of person I am.
yeah. Like, man, I know
Right.
he didn't say that, man. That's not. Keith said that. Nah.
Nah, he didn't say that. And yes, he
Right.
did.
Right.
Look, I got it on tape.
Then it'll
He
be
got,
like, God, that's just AI. That ain't real. That's AI.
boy, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, now that's a real friend right there. You go to talk about that's AI, and no
Yeah.
damn well you done said that.
Yeah. And I would do it somewhat just to be petty, because I could sit up there and talk totally down on somebody, and they could go back and repeat it. They'd be like, man, Alan never said it about you. Like, and he said it. They're
Mhm.
not gonna believe you because they know me. But yeah, I was talking about how crusty your feet was.
Mm.
Like, yeah, I said it. But
And you
And
know,
they
a lot
are.
of men
So,
have a foot fetish.
I'm saying,
But yeah, man,
yeah.
that's what a lot of us have to realize, that we spell we create our lives, but we'll try to blame somebody else so fast.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Such and such made me do it. I know you've heard that over a million times.
Oh,
Shoot.
absolutely.
And I explain
That
to
was,
people all the time. I say, can't nobody make you do anything. It's your
true.
choice to respond, your choice to react, your choice to speak on it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You know,
Hey,
because I
you
go
guys,
ahead.
you guys ever heard of a comedian called Flip Wilson?
Oh, not
Yeah.
us. You
He
might be
Yeah.
might
out
be
in
a
public.
little before y'all time, cause he was way
Yeah.
back there, actually before, like around Richard Pryor and them time, right? But
Yeah.
he made a whole career out of The Devil Made Me Do It.
Right.
He'd always do these jokes. He'd always come back to, yeah, the devil made me do it. No matter what it was or how messed up it was, the devil made me do it.
I remember.
So
And that's where
people,
we mess up at.
yeah,
Because that's what, but you
not
know what,
taking
Mike, that goes
accountability.
back into the programming of God is outside of you. Look to the
Yes.
heavens. Look to the skies. He's coming back to save you. They even made a song about it. He's
Yeah.
coming back like he said
Yeah.
he would. Yeah, yeah. And we
Yeah.
all right. And we still
And you know what gets me sometimes? It's like I've already said that we're
Crabs.
actually
Got me too.
not lately, but damn. But there's a thing made me lose my train of thought.
Oh man.
Crabs. But
uh,
anyway, there was damn, what was I about? I don't even remember what I was about to say now. That threw me for a loop.
Mike, don't let him get you.
Yeah, he got me that time for real.
But now,
Now,
man,
it was,
yeah, go ahead. That's what we have to realize, man. So many things that's internal that's beating us up, eating us up, and we steady relive these pains, relive these traumas every day because we cannot get these words out of our head. We can't get
right,
rid of these habits of not changing. I am who
true,
I am. We've all heard that one.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, you gotta accept me for who I am when the whole time the whole reality is no, I don't.
Yeah,
You
and
should
they don't
always
even know
be,
who they are. What they're
yeah,
saying.
you should always want to become a better version of yourself, but yet and still you're gonna steady tell yourself, oh man, I don't feel like it today. The more we procrastinate change, the less progress we'll make, you know.
True,
So
true that.
once you see yourself, really see who you are. But what I do, I ain't gonna say what y'all should do, but what I've been doing is really having them self talks in the mirror, looking in my own eyes.
Hmm.
That's what I've been on for this last month. Just looking at myself
Nice.
deep in the mirror,
Yeah.
looking at myself and telling myself, say, man, you are that dude to make
Hmm.
things change, to create your focus, to have a better life. You are that guy to be better than you was yesterday, man. Quit looking at that dude who you used to be. And don't go back to him no more, man.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. That's it. Those are the words that you got to say to yourself.
We have to.
That's a spell that you want to create.
I have
That's
to
a spell.
create that.
Yeah.
I have to. It's not even a want. It's a necessity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
You need like
breathing.
a real life spell check, not something on the phone.
Yep. Not that spell check that they
Yeah.
give you on that phone, but yeah. No,
What
and
are
that's
you saying
where
to yourself?
yeah, and that's where things have changed, man. Like in the gym, man, you got one more in you. Come on, do one more.
You
Pull,
got another
pull,
rep
push,
in you.
push. Whatever the case whatever I'm doing, one more.
Yeah.
Right.
And now I remember what I was about to say.
Yeah,
There's what people always talk about. Like I was talking to somebody about. It was a preacher, and he was like, "How do people think that they're God?" And I'm thinking, in Genesis, when they say that God created man, He gave the breath of life. He formed the clay, then He blew His breath into it.
right.
So He's given you His spirit. That's how you are God. He gave you. He put His spirit into you. So you are one with Him. So how is that you're not a God? You are able to create, and those words that you speak, just like in the beginning there was the Word, and the Word said, "Let there be light." You now have that word to
So
create your own reality.
I'm gonna give you
Mhm.
some more game today. Well, yesterday I was looking at a post, somebody's story, and they was talking about how this guy was steady saying, "Oh, we gotta vote, we gotta vote, we gotta vote." And I said, "No, we gotta stop spending money with these people."
That's it right there.
How many times have you did like, what I'm saying, like you owe somebody some money and they just started going crazy behind that money?
Yep.
See, a lot of us talk that talk, but when you don't, I shop at Black. I got one clothing store I shop at. That's it. Now the grocery store, I need to find a black grocery store because they have Indian
Hmm.
stores, they have Jewish stores, they have all these different markets around town. Even Latinos got their market, but we don't have a black one in our community. But if we did,
Yeah.
I would only shop there. I would only buy gas at the black gas station. I would only, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
True enough, I don't do nothing but go in the Latino store and get me some fruit, or mushrooms or something like that. But other than that,
Hey,
so
that's
I
about the
would,
closest you can get in some
yeah,
places.
yeah.
I
But
said, at least it ain't here.
that's where we at in this world, man. To where we have to really start talking to ourselves in a better light, creating a better world for ourselves, not complaining,
Yeah.
because we have so many of us that will complain about the things that they have the opportunity to change every day.
Yeah. And the thing is, when you're complaining about something, you actually attracting that to you. You're
That's what
calling
you're
that
doing,
right back
all
to
in
you.
that frequency. Yeah,
You stop complaining and just
yeah.
start. "Yeah, I want to lose weight. Okay, get off your ass and do some exercise. Put that damn
Oh,
burger down.
I'm about to
So
say,
you got,
quit eating, stop
yeah,
eating. You'll
that's
lose
it.
weight, though. You'll lose weight. Go on a fruit fast.
Yeah, that's all it takes. But I was married to a woman. That's all she did was complain. I gotta lose weight. I
Mhm.
want to lose weight. I want to lose. I'm like, okay, so let's go work out. We
I wouldn't
worked
call
out
that a
for a
marriage.
while. She lost some weight, but
You
then
weren't
we
married. You were in prison.
nah, that
And
was with the
then
last
when
one. The one
some
before
people,
was different.
and then when some people call themselves trying to eat healthy because they're eating fruit, they want to go and get candied grapes. Not real candied
Yep.
grapes, but the grapes that people like mixed with the candy mixture, so it's
Yeah.
hard as
Yeah.
hell when you
The,
bite
the,
it.
the edible
Wow.
bowls. Those
Yeah,
edible bowls. Yeah. Chocolate covered
Mm,
strawberries.
yeah.
yeah, they so.
Uh,
I'd rather have the strawberry, leave the chocolate.
we talk about the
Uh,
people who say they're eating healthy
yeah.
and
No,
not
they keep
really in reality.
yeah discounting all that sugar that's in the candy part. Yeah.
So now we just like Tammy Faye was online the other day and she was showing how she's starting to read the labels on the food. And
Hmm.
what I do is look for sugars. If it has added sugar, 68%, I'm like, bro, I can't drink that. I
Yeah.
look for
That's
things
the
that have
pure
no
sugar.
sugar. Yeah, I don't want no
Yeah.
sugar in mine unless it's from the fruit itself.
Yeah, exactly.
And this even that is like a deception because when you read the ingredients, you got fructose, dextrose, sucrose, and then
Yeah,
added sugar. But all four of those are sugars.
yep,
They're all different types of sugars,
yep,
but they react pretty much the same in the body. And the added sugar just makes it worse.
yep,
Yeah. I mean, it's just like vitamin water.
Yeah,
yep.
for real.
Sugar, sugar.
It's like, are there any vitamins actually in it?
Nah,
It's all so sweet. You know,
my Valet 30. Valet 30 got more vitamins
I
in it.
gotta get that. I got to
Right.
give you some more.
They
I was
back
talking
on.
about it with somebody earlier today.
Yeah, it's back
Like,
on, man.
yeah,
Oh, it's back? All right, cool.
Yeah, Valet back.
What about the
yeah.
detox?
Detox back.
All right.
Yeah, I got bags of that. I'm gonna go buy some
I
more
still
bags.
got back in that
Soon
and
as
the
I
coffee.
got them bags, I got 4 bags, sold 3 that next day.
Wow.
As soon as it came in, 3 bags gone.
Yeah.
I kept a
Wow.
bag for myself.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
You getting the
yeah,
60 count or the 30 count? Or
I
they
only
just
see the
have
30. Yeah, I only see the 30
okay.
first. I'm gonna find out. If they got the 60 count, I'm gonna go grab it.
Yeah. I still
Yeah.
got like 2 bags of the 60 count. So
Mm, Mike, you could have,
You want to
man,
sell them?
you hear me?
mm,
'Cause you
no,
ain't
I
doing
use
nothing
them.
with it.
I don't detox every day. That's all it is. Like every week, once or twice, 1 or 2 days out of the week, I'll
Well,
detox.
I'm back detoxing 3 times a week, man.
Mm.
I'm woo, boy.
It's like
I'm
me
trying to
when I
clear
start
my
feeling
system.
stuff. Yeah,
I'm
it's like
trying
if
to
I go
clear
eat
my
meat or
system.
something. hmm
Huh?
If I go out and I have meat, like say I go get a steak or
Oh,
ribs or something, then I'll go detox the next day. Cause
yeah.
my stomach feels so bloated and stuffed all the time. It's like I feel hungry, but I still feel like I'm full at the same time. Like, yep,
Now
let me go detox.
I did get some beef this weekend. I did get me a chopped beef sandwich with baked potato. It was
Mm-hmm.
going down. I had to go. I went to the house just to get me that there, boy. I'm tell you, they got a chopped beef sandwich that make it slap your mama.
Mm-hmm.
Elroy,
Mm.
hey boy, hey mama, come here.
And she had a neck brace on. Yeah, you slapped the hell out of her. Yeah.
Oh man. But man, we hope that y'all really start to change your thought processes, man, as far as what you do with your day to day, and knowing that you create in your world every day, knowing that you can change anything that you want to change within a matter of weeks. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
within a matter of days because, like, I've learned that once you want to break a habit, it's the first day you start it. That's
Yeah.
how you change
The
a
first
habit.
decision.
You make that decision not to do that again, and keep in that mind frame. Nah, I'm good with that. It's
hmm
like people. It's some people who walked out of my life and then they try to come back. I'll be like, nah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, you keep that over there. Some things are not worth the headache,
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're right.
you know?
Unless you
Yeah,
just
Mike, what you got on this go out, Mike?
Well, I'm gonna say words are not harmless. They're commands to the mind. You speak them often enough, and they stop becoming sounds, and they start becoming reality.
There you go. Brother Nemesis.
I just want to say, know your worth and then add tax.
That
That'll work.
was a classic
Know
right
your
there.
worth and add
Know
to.
your worth and then
Mm.
tax that ass.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say this right here, man, that we have to on a daily basis create a new world, create a new life. What I've been saying. Um, and
Mhm.
then like you said, man, know your value in your day to day. Don't allow people to talk to you that don't even have a value system. You
Mhm.
know, you got people that want to tell you, bro, you don't even you work over there and you doing this for these people and you don't you can't tell me nothing. Please, sir, go that way. But yeah, just come up with create you a value system, speak life into your children. You'll never talk negative to your children.
For real.
Speak
Right.
life into your spouse or your friends that that you're around. It's like Mike said, he went to the store. Man, I'm just speaking life into people, man. It's not about
Yeah.
flirting, and it's damn sure not about no sex involved. Because that's
Ah.
another energy that we don't even want to be coming across.
Right.
You know. So man, we gonna do it again next week, y'all. I got a little sleepy. That's why I'm cutting it off a little early. 2 minutes ain't gonna hurt you. But
Not at all.
yeah, I think I'm still sleepy from the airplane ride.
I
Yeah.
hear you.
Man. But hey, man, y'all come back next week. We appreciate the people who joins us, and we appreciate the people who don't, because that energy
See that?
never lies. It's gonna always transfer into your spirit. So next week, man, we're gonna do this again. Peace.
Do that. Peace.
Please.
Great show, fellas.